This video is going to be a full NoFap guide. I went from gooning every single day, gooning 3 to 4 to 5 times a day. The max I ever gooned was 7 times in a day, right? And it's gotten to a point where now I don't struggle on NoFap at all. I've reached day 30, day 60, day 90, and NoFap is not a problem at all. And I'm making this video to help as many people as I can with NoFap and to get rid of this like fucking addiction and problem that they have in their life. Because for me, it fucking ruined my life pretty much, right? It ruined so many aspects of my life, and now I want to help as many people to get rid of this problem. With NoFap, you have to understand you need to stop thinking about streaks. Fuck NoFap streaks. I've been saying this for the longest time. Streak mindset is literally fucking up your mental health. Because think about it. Guys have been gooning every single day since they're like 12, 11 years old, yeah? And let's say they're 18 now. So you've been gooning for the last fucking 6 to 7 years, like every single fucking day. And now all of a sudden you expect to get to like day 90 so easily. It doesn't work like that, bro. That's literally like some random person like me, let's say me, yeah? I started doing boxing at 18 years old. And all of a sudden I'm thinking, oh yeah, I want to be the world champion in 2 months' time. Bro, that's not gonna fucking happen. You get me? You need to be realistic. I'm not saying, like, okay, if I want to be world champion, this is what I have to do. I have to start doing boxing, learn the fundamentals, like footwork, head movement, jaws, get me, do all that shit, learn the fundamentals, do that for 1 to 2 years. Have my first couple amateur fights, have 5, 10, 15 amateur fights. Then from there, then I have to go into professional fighting, right? Sign my contract to be a professional, have 5, 10, 15 professional fights. Then if I get the opportunity to fight someone, to fight like the world champion, I'll take that fight. And I have to beat that guy, right? I have to beat him. Then I'll become the world champion. You get me? And how long is that gonna take? That's gonna take fucking years. I can't do that in 2 months. You get me? And low-key, it's like the same with NoFap. You can't really expect to get to day 90 or some shit like that as soon as you like learn about NoFap. It might take you years. For me, it took 3 to 4 years. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like for me, it took 3 to 4 years, right? But I just knew that I couldn't go from 0 to 100 so quickly. I knew how to break this down from doing it every single day to then doing it once every 2 days, then once every 3 days, then once every 4 days, then once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. And then it got to a point where pretty much where I'm at the point now where I just don't do it anymore. Because I've literally managed to like break this association down. I can now live my life normally. With NoFap. Like NoFap is just fucking easy now, right? Because I had this mindset of that I'm gonna break it down gradually. I'm not thinking about streaks or nothing like that. So to help your NoFap, you need to stop thinking about streaks. Fuck streaks. What should you do if you get urges on NoFap? Guys need to understand, just because your meat is hard, that doesn't mean you need to start stroking your meat. Like, not even being funny, yeah? But bro, understand, as a young man with normal to high levels of testosterone, especially if you go to the gym, right, you take supplements, things like that, bro, you're gonna have a like high sex drive, you're gonna have high libido and things like that. And so because of that, like say for example me, bro, I'm damn near like horny 24/7. I'm not gonna lie. Like in the morning I wake up, I don't even have morning wood, I have morning steel. I'm trying to go sleep, yeah, it's like 11 p.m. I'm trying to go sleep. I meditated for 10-20 minutes, right? I'm in bed. For some reason my dick is so hard. I don't know, innit? Like it's just part of being a young man. You're gonna get urges like all the time. I think the stats are like you're gonna get 10-20 erections in a day, some shit like that. You get me? But what you have to understand is, just because you get an urge doesn't mean you need to start stroking your meat, bro. You get me? Understand, getting urges are normal. Now what you have to do is disattach you getting urges from beating your meat. Because what you've pretty much done for years is literally, you thought that when you get an urge, you need to start beating your meat, right? You've been gooning every single day. And you've strengthened that attachment. You've strengthened that association that when you get an urge, now you strengthen that association that you need to start beating your meat, right? What you need to now do is break that shit. When you get an urge, understand in your head, oh yeah, getting an urge is normal. I don't need to start beating my meat. Think like that, right? And that's gonna help you gradually reduce it down. A lot of people talk about when you get an urge on NoFap, you should take a cold shower or do push-ups or something like that. And I feel like that is low-key like a good idea. But the thing is, for me, I've never really done that. Because I thought it was quite impractical. Because say, for example, let's say it's like 11 p.m. and I'm trying to go to sleep, yeah? And let's say like I get an urge and like my dick's hard, yeah? I can't all of a sudden go take a fucking cold shower, innit? Because I'll literally be waking up my whole family. I can't do push-ups or some shit, right? And so I never really done that. But the thing is, if you want, you can try to do that, right? If you get an urge, take a cold shower or like do push-ups or some shit. But for me, all I literally did was have that mindset that, oh yeah, even if my meat is hard, like not being funny, yeah, even if my meat is hard, I don't need to start stroking it, right? That's literally the mindset that I had. And that's literally what helped me break this shit down and break that association down from me thinking for years, like whenever I got an urge, I'll start beating my meat, yeah. And me understanding that just because I get an urge doesn't mean I need to start beating my meat. And so because of that, I broke that association down slowly and gradually reduced it down from me gooning once a day to once every 2 days, once every 3 days, etc., etc. You setting goals on NoFap is going to help you so much on NoFap because it's going to give you a sense of direction for the future. It's going to give you a sense of purpose. One of the biggest reasons why a lot of people fucking goon is literally because they have like no sense of direction in life. They have no goals. They have like nothing that they're striving for. But when you write down goals, like say for example, oh yeah, I want to get a 6-pack in 3 months. I want to achieve like 3 A's in my A levels so that I can make it into the university I want to get into or some shit like that, right? That's going to give you a good sense of direction and a good sense of purpose for you to strive for in the future. And that's going to help you a lot on NoFap. After setting goals, what you need to do is set a routine. You having a routine is going to massively help you on NoFap because you literally having a routine helps you know that what times of the day, like you know what you need to do. Like say for example, let's say at nighttime, yeah, a lot of people get urges at nighttime because obviously you get me, like everyone's just fucking horny at night, yeah. So cool, let's say it's like 10 p.m, yeah, and I get an urge. This literally happened a week ago. I nearly gooned a week ago, you know, because I literally got that urge and I was about to fucking goon. But then I realized, you know what, I need to just go take a fucking shower and then afterwards I need to do my meditation, then go sleep. I had that routine down in place, so I knew what I needed to do. Like listen, understand with habits, yeah, whatever habits you do, you strengthen them. So let's say if you goon, right, you're strengthening that habit, so the chances are you're more likely to do it. I know like this is my nighttime routine, yeah. I go eat my dinner and then for 1 hour I edit videos, right? And then that's when I go shower, I do my little hygiene routine, nighttime routine. Then I meditate for 10-20 minutes, then I go to sleep. And around 10:30, that's when I got the urge, right, to like, you get me, like beat my meat and that. Not really to beat my meat, but I just got an urge in general, yeah. But then I was like, it's not fucking worth it. Like I already know like gooning isn't fucking worth it. Like I feel like shit afterwards. So what I was there like, you know what, just fucking forget about this urge. I'm just gonna go take my fucking shower because again I've strengthened that habit. You get me, at 10:30 every single day I go take a fucking shower, then I meditate, then I go sleep. I've strengthened that habit because I've been doing it every single day. And so because of that, when I got that urge, that habit of me taking a shower at that time as well, 10:30, around that time, right, that's already been strengthened. So it was easy for me to be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna goon. Because again, I've been gradually reducing that shit down. That habit's been weakening, right? But all these other habits, like going to the gym, taking a shower at 10:30, meditating, that's been strengthened, right? Because I do it more. And so at 10:30, I got the urge, I was like, fuck it, let me just go shower. I quickly showered, I meditated for 10-20 minutes, then I went to sleep. Simple. And so me having that routine down helped me so much because it literally helped me understand that I don't need to like beat my meat or nothing like that, bro. Like I knew at that time I needed to go take a fucking shower. So what did I do? I went and took a fucking shower. What should you do if you relapse on NoFap? If you relapse on NoFap, it's so fucking important to have that guilt-free mindset, right? You shouldn't feel guilty and feel really, really bad about yourself. What we want to do is take those negative emotions from that relapse. Understand when you first get on NoFap, it's going to take you some time for you to like properly reduce this habit down to the point where you don't have problems with NoFap, right? Like say for example, I've already said before, fuck streaks, forget about 30-day streaks and all that shit. Just focus on reducing it down from doing it every day to doing it once a day, once every 2 days, once every 3 days, once a week, etc., etc., right? To the point where you don't do it anymore. And of course, you're gonna sometimes relapse, right? It is what it is, right? But it's important that you don't feel guilty, you don't beat yourself up about it, right? So just make sure that if you do relapse, again, we don't want to relapse, right? But again, it might happen. So when you do relapse, just think to your head, you know what, it's okay, I'm gonna just get back on my shit. That's the mindset that you should have. I'm gonna just get back on my shit, right? So when you do relapse, don't feel negative, don't feel really bad and, you know, beat yourself up about that. Just think, you know what, I messed up, cool, I'm gonna get back on my shit. Simple. That's literally the mindset you need to have. That's it. So that's pretty much the full guide on NoFap. I pretty much covered like everything pretty much you need to know to break this bad habit down to the point where you don't like struggle with it. So again, I'm gonna quickly recap here. First of all, fuck streaks. Don't think about 30-day streaks, 90-day streaks. Just focus on reducing this bad habit down, going from doing it once a day to once every 2 days to etc. You get me? Breaking it down to the point where you don't have problems with it anymore, right? You now know what you need to do if you get urges on NoFap. Understand that you need to break that association down. Just because your meat is hard doesn't mean you need to start stroking it, right? So cool, you now know that. You now know you need to set goals because it's going to give you a good sense of direction into the future. You know you need to set a good routine because it's not only that going to help you achieve your goals, but it's going to give you an understanding of what you need to do within like your day-to-day pretty much. You know now, like let's say at 10 a.m. you need to do this, 11 a.m. you need to do this. You know what you need to do at what time of the day. And the last thing, probably the most important, is literally the guilt-free mindset. Understanding that even if you do relapse, right, just get back on your shit the next day. Don't feel bad, don't feel negative or nothing like that. Just literally get back on your shit the next day. So that's pretty much the video finished, full NoFap guide. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, yeah? I'm trying to help as many people as I can with these problems like self-improvement, with NoFap and things like that.